host, Jesse Ruiz. Let's start the journey.
Hey guys, we are back and continuing with this information about, Casa Compass, which is a digital product. And we have a question. Leslie sent me a question and she's like, how user-friendly is the platform? I think this is an important question because a lot of people are not, very tech savvy.
Oh, thank you so much for that question. In fact, I put a lot of time into this. So it's called WHOP, W-H-O-P. It's kind of like a Shopify or an Amazon for digital products, which, by the way, I help people build their own products on that. So I've actually created an entire little video to explain how to log in and how you put in your email and how you get your password. And yeah, I've got a whole training video, which is way above and beyond even what WAP does for people.
Wow.
To make it extremely user-friendly. So once you get into the platform, you just click the little video, and down below you can download you'll download documents like a guide and also like a worksheet. So I've worked at making it extremely user-friendly, but thank you for the question.
I love that. Thank you so much. Because I'm starting to be a little bit more tech savvy, thanks to some of the videos that I've seen of your products and also other videos. But I'm one of those that it's like,
well, it's so
I have
funny.
a 20-year-old. I'm like, do this for me.
I've been working with a couple of these product companies, and no offense to younger generations, they just kind of assume they've been brought up on gaming and they've been brought up with all these technology tools. And I'm like, hey, us older people would like a bit more orientation, so it's very smooth and user-friendly. So I put extra effort into that, and so does Bruce, right, Bruce? Do you think it's user-friendly?
I think it's very user-friendly, yeah.
All right, so, I know that some investors may be listening right now, and I'm wondering if investors can actually use also Casa Compass, to get, to an analysis of rental potential or resale value, things like that.
Well, I think you work with a lot of investors.
That's kind of up my alley. I can assess a property and see what the rental, the approximate rental income will be for it. So, for instance, people are like, well, I can't afford a house down there right now, but I'm saving up. And there's more than one way to skin a cat in real estate, for sure. There's seller financing. You can finance through the seller, not have to go through a bank. I mean, there's a lot of different creative ways to work things. But if you did have a traditional mortgage on a property, we could look at the numbers on what the rental projections would be, and obviously high season is going to be more than the low season, that kind of thing. But you can average it out throughout the year, and in a lot of cases, because you do get a lot more bang for your buck for a house here than you would in most places in the U.S. or even Canada, you could actually have somebody else pay your mortgage for you and actually make a little bit of money on top of that while you sit back and wait to actually, live in the house or use it as a vacation rental until you're ready to spend more time in it. I know people that have had a house here for 10 years and they started out only being able to vacation 1 week a year and the rest of the time rent it out and let somebody else pay the mortgage for it. And now, 10 years later, they're living in it 5 months a year, right? 6 months a year. So
nice.
It's a progression, but it's an asset. It's a great asset to have. And prices are only going up. And once you settle in and lock in your price and you got your price, that house is going to appreciate over time.
Okay, so I think for a lot of people that are in Canada and the U.S. and they have some money saved up, to open up a business, do you think it would be a good idea to, instead of open up a business, to get a property here in Mexico as a business?
Yeah, I mean, that's, there's people that have several properties and they're renting them out and they're making really good money. I mean, it's a really good side income. So, you got to strategically buy the right property at the right price, and, you have to identify these things beforehand. And that's where I come in to help.
He's the expert. Now, you were talking about MLS listing, and this might be something that people in the U.S. and Canada have everywhere. But here in Mexico, I heard it's not everywhere. It's just here in Puerto Vallarta. Is that correct?
No, it's in most major cities. I'll say that. But if you go to a small town in the middle of Mexico, you're probably not going to have MLS listings, right?
Okay.
But for most of the big cities, though, MexLife works in Punta. Is it Punta Mita, Cabo?
Cancun, do they have it out there?
I'm not sure about Cancun.
Okay.
But I'd be shocked if Cancun didn't have MLS. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but Guadalajara for sure, Mexico City for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
They could just reach out to you and you can find out any questions. But ultimately, the beauty of working with Bruce and me is we have all these resources on both sides to help find any answers like that.
And I would advise people to go to our Mex Life YouTube channel too. Mex Life has some beautiful YouTube videos. They've got drone footage coming in from the ocean and looking at inside of properties. It's pretty cool, and it's a little self-serving because I've hosted some of the videos on their YouTube channel.
He almost jumps in the pool at one point. He's super funny.
We've done some open houses and shot some really great video in Bucerias and also in different parts of Puerto Vallarta as well.
Okay. And so tell us again the YouTube name.
It's Mex Life Realtors.
Oh,
that's it. You just
easy.
type in Mex Life
Okay.
Realtors, click on the channel, and they got hundreds of videos.
However, I would say out of all the Mex Life people, none of them have Casa Compass. So you got to talk to Bruce. Watch the videos on that.
That is correct.
All
Watch
right.
that.
Well,
but-
tell us about the special gift again. I know that you're offering, for any smart investors listening today that want to invest in property here in Mexico and they're ready to do it and they contact you, they can get a gift.
Yes. Well, contact me. You can email me, bruce@mexlife.com, or you could go to my webpage, which is, bruce.mexlifepv.com. Okay. So a little bit different. And then, honestly, the fastest way to get a hold of me, text me or call me directly to my cell, and that's 720-325-3824. I'll do that one more time. 720-325-3824 is the best and fastest way to communicate with me through text or just call.
But there's also a Mexican number. What's that on the screen?
Yeah, so the Mexican number that will actually forward to my number is it's the +52. It's 322-286-7577.
Right.
So 322-286-7577.
And from there, folks can go on to my mountainseastrategy.com and see the Casa Compass. But today's discussion was really meant to highlight Bruce's work with Mex Life. So, particularly if somebody wants to be a client and be on his portal, he will give them the free version. So if they want to purchase the Casa Compass, they'd go to mountainseastrategy.com. But if they truly want to work with Bruce and have his services, he will give them the free access to the Casa Compass.
Well, there you guys have it. Do not miss it. Remember, all of his contact information will also be on Vallarta's Asphalt page. Thanks, Bruce Franklin, for being here. Char Miller, of course.
Thank you.
And for sharing all of the Casa Compass with us today. Everyone, please go ahead, discover it, embrace all of these products. They're good for you. They're here to help you. And you guys, we're going to have some wine. What do you... Just stay here with me and have some wine with us.
Seriously? Do you have to pull our arm?
I showed up for a radio show, but I'm going to stay for the party.
There you go. All right.
It's Saturday. Why not?
Yes, it's Saturday. Let's go
Asphalt
listen to
Saturday.
some party music, and then we'll be back with wine. Woohoo!